Okay, guys. We got a. First of all, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a few weeks since, maybe a few months since we put a video out. I got a few projects going, and the machine shops are kind of backed up right now, so it's taking some time to get some stuff cleared out. But I do have some projects. I may even get into those a little bit. Maybe not. I don't know. But what we have here is a 2019 Kia Sorento, and we had a incident with our door handle. Somebody tried to get into our back seat, and they pulled the door handle off. Really, the repair is not that difficult, and then just got a few tools here to take care of the job. But really, what happened is this piece right here broke. And as you see, it's supposed to be some sort of a nut inside there. In fact, here, there's the nut because I just got it off. And I'm going to show you how to repair this door handle. Now, I bought the door handle. It was I'll list it in the description towards the end of the video. It was only like $14. It really wasn't that expensive. It's a cheap piece of plastic, and the repair is pretty easy. We really do want the plastic door panel tools. I don't have them. So to protect my paint and on my car, I'm gonna use this here little bitty spatula. I'm gonna wedge that in there. I'm gonna pry against this. Just like that. You got a bunch of clips back here. I'm not sure if you can see them yet. No, it doesn't look like it. You just give a. In fact, I'm prying out right over top of one right now, and you can see it right there. See, it's green. I'm gonna set you down. This is really kind of like a two-handed job. You know, two hands kind of made all the difference in the world. But I think I'm still gonna need, as you see, I got one loose. And there it is. You got these little clips, and they're all the way around the door. And like, what's good about this door panel is that this thing here is not hooked around the window frame. It really is just set up against the window. But let me pull this off. In fact, this thing right here, again, it's just it's those clips. Here, let me set you down. All right, so what happened here? I got one of them loose, and I'm gonna bring the camera back here. See, they're yellow this time on this, and I really did. I just put my little. I'm using a flathead screwdriver to pry on. I just grabbed this part right here with a screwdriver, and I pried it back enough to get my fingers in, and I start pulling it out. There it is. So it just pulls right off. It goes in these little holes. And this really gives you the idea right here when you look that it is not wrapped around the, see, look there, look at that. You just go all the way around. But also do not forget that because this is a door pull right here on the door, it's gonna be secured somewhere with a screw. And I bet that's it right there. I brought me a little screwdriver out here to pry with. I'm just gonna stick that in there. Just like that. And see, there it is. You don't have to remove that, but I might. It might fall off on it. See, it just came out. You see the way it's shaped at the end. Just kind of like anchor it in. Then you take a screwdriver. full transparency on this, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and be honest. I've already made the repair on this thing. That's how I know when I'm making this video it's gonna work for you. I'm actually just taking this apart for educational purposes. I'll prove it. I've already fixed it. So it does work. So I've already fixed it. This is for educational purposes in case anybody else breaks theirs. Now, of all of them, this one right here was really stubborn, and I think you're gonna see some more of that on the way. There it goes. Oh yeah, here, come out. So now I got the door panel off. It was actually so easy. Didn't have to do too big of a job. So it's gonna be this part right here. It's actually already broken on mine, and I've already put it on. And you're gonna see some video later on that I'm gonna take this out and reinstall it for you. But that little piece there, if you look inside the hole, let's get my camera lit up in there. Ah, there it is. See, that's a screw inside there. Not a bolt, no nothing else. And you access it through that hole, and you just loosen that screw. And that part there, you can loosen the screw off. If yours didn't break off, mine sure did. But I was able to just unscrew that piece. In fact, it was this piece. I can unscrew that. Then you install the door handle. You put that piece on, and you screw it back on. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this door panel. I'm gonna go ahead and finish putting the door back together, and get right back with you. All right, now we got that nut off. Now we're gonna do essentially what this thing does. Got this little hook right here. It really just pulls on this little knob right there. You can see it. I don't know. It's really hard, but it is actually this thing right there. This thing just slides. Let's back up a little bit. It slides in like this, and then everything goes forward. Oh, that wasn't good. Pretty much what the job of this thing is it goes in here and it makes sure that this thing does not go forward. As you see, I just pushed that in and I pushed it backwards, and then this thing goes on the back side, make sure that it can't come back in that direction. So I just dropped my screwdriver, so give me about 5 more minutes fiddling around in the hole and then find that screw again. So I'll be right back. All right. So I got the piece on. It's on here loosely. But really what you got to do is you got to get your palm up against there like that. Then on the back side you got your screwdriver. And you hold pressure, turn the screwdriver, and you tighten that cap on. And once I get it tight, I'll come back and we'll close the door a few times. Well, I guess we got to put the door panel on first. Then we'll close the door a few times, make sure everything works. All right, be right back. All right, I guess before I close the door up and everything, we can test it from right here. So I got the latch closed. You can see it works pretty good, and it opened it. So close it back. Get on the right side of it. There, open it up. So job is pretty much finished. One thing left is I got my pliers out. I got to pull this clip out. Of all the ones that fell off, that's the only one that I lost, as far as I can tell. But after that, you pull that out, put that back in the door panel, and snap it all back together. All right, I'll catch up with you when the job is done. All right, after prying with 2 screwdrivers, I was able to pull that one out, and it went right here. I don't know why that one's a different color than the rest of them, but it is. Don't know why. So after you get the clip out, you reinstall it into the back of the door panel right here, and then after that you got all of these little clips here, and they go in the various holes around the door. Like goes in this one. There's one over here. There's one over there. They pretty much go all the way around the door, and you just push them in, and that's it. There's one screw. It goes right here where the door pull is. I guess that's just to ensure that you don't pull the door panel off closing the door. But other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and put the door panel on, and I'll catch up with you after that. So I got the door panel just secured by like 2 or 3 of the clips, and as you see, you just like push them in. So this one right here is not attached, and you can see that there's the clip right there. It just takes a little tap. Come on the back side, tap, tap, tap. All right, that door panel is now back on. Again, we got this is the trim piece, and it kind of goes right back on. Same, but just like the other one. See, these are yellow. They just go inside the holes right there. You see that? Line them up and give them a push. They're installed. Last thing to the job is that there is a screw right there, and it goes into the door. All right, I think I gotta set the camera down. Maybe I might be able to do it with one hand. I'm filming with my right and turn a screw with my left, and I'm right-handed. Let's see how good I can do this. Oh yeah, it's going pretty good. And it's tight. And then you gotta reinstall your cover. Maybe like this way. There it went. Reinstall this cover. This one actually is being a little difficult. All right, I probably will have to set the camera down for this. All right, I'll be back with you. All right, now that clip is in, it's kind of like shaped like an anchor at the end of it. Kind of just hard to start in that register. Then it kind of pivots when you put it in, but it's reinstalled. Now, close the door, open it. Ah, look at that. Like it never happened. Brand new. So guys, if you've broken your door handle on your Kia, you see it's really not that big a job to make that repair. If you found this content helpful, give me a like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel, please. Thanks. Hey, sorry guys, I was editing the video when I realized, and I mentioned I was going to put the link of a door handle on the video. So this is it from Apperfit, part number DH145RR. It was $14.98, and apparently plenty in stock. They said if you order today, you can get it in 9 hours. So plenty of availability out there, guys. So appreciate you watching the video. See you next time.